Hi everyone, in this video tutorial I'm going to talk about the SuperHOD, and this one is the HOD who is in charge of all the HODs. So I'm going to explain on the modules that are found inside that account for the HOD and what other extra features that the SuperHOD has. So I'll log in as one of the users that I created for HOD, and I want to show you how different or how slightly different that account is for the SuperHOD. So the SuperHOD, when they log in, obviously they're going to have 4 tabs as well: examination, registration, student finance, and a profile tab. And of course, they're going to have a lot more modules added to the account because they must be flexible to also keep in check of the other HODs and see what they are doing. So if you're logged in as a SuperHOD, this is how your account will look like. And you have the import CA. Under the import CA, you're basically importing results for the CA onto the system. And you choose the school that you belong to, and of course the name of that subject that you're marking as the HOD. So very flexible system. I think this one, you use it for that purpose only. So is the exams module. You use it to upload results for the exams onto the system. Subject marking. Under subject marking, you just want to see the changes that you've made as you are making those uploads on the system. The system adds those CA and exam results, puts them together, and gives a grading for a student for that particular course that you're marking. So subject marking is to show you import CA results, it will show you import exam results, combine the two, and give a final grade in relation to the students who are taking that particular course. So it's a very good tool to use if you want to see if the results that you uploaded were indeed onto the system. So this is how it looks. The exam on the CA, these will be the results that you uploaded via the import CA and import exams. The system adds these two and it gives the final grade. Okay, so you should one thing you should notice that this subject marking feature only shows the students in that subject only. They don't show all the subjects for the student. I want you to get this very clearly. Subject marking only shows the students who are taking a particular course, all the students who are taking a particular course. So you'll be able to see the names of those students who are in relation to this course only. It won't show for the others as well, because their other courses are for the other HODs. But when you come to student marking, in student marking, it shows a student against all the courses that student takes. So in this case, if I choose, let me try this intake. If I do this, okay, it's not showing. If I do this, let me try April 2016 or rather 2015. If I get it, okay, it's not showing. Okay, let me try April 2016 again. Let me see. Okay, it's not working. Nonetheless, the student marking feature, it will show all the subjects that a student of computer number this is taking. So if this feature was working, it would have shown all the 6 subjects that this student is taking. So there's a difference here in subject marking. Subject marking just shows one course and lists all the students in that course. Then student marking, it shows one student and it shows all the courses that student is taking. So they are very important tools to use as SuperHOD. This feature we added it. The other HODs, of course, don't have it. As SuperHOD, you can also publish a transcript for a particular student. Of course, this module seems like it hasn't been implemented yet, but on the live system, because of course this is localhost, but on the live system this feature works. You can SuperHOD, you can actually print result transcripts for a particular student. Release results, you can release results for a particular student as well, being the SuperHOD. So you override whatever problems a student may have. The student may come, knock on your door and say, I can't, my results, I can't maybe do one or two things in my account. So as a SuperHOD, you come here, you can force the system to, to publish the results for that particular student. And there'll be situations where you have to do that as SuperHOD. Then degree classification here, you decide as HODs, as examiners department, you decide what it means to say a distinction, a merit, a credit, and of course a pass. And of course, you are free to add what more you may want to add on your classification. Maybe as an institution, there's another grading that you've added somewhere that you wish to be implemented. So you do that from here. So you can add a scheme there. You can edit from there. You can remove from there. Of course, you can add from there. So as SuperHOD, you can define how the degrees are classified, or the grades are classified for the institution. Then we have what you call degree scheme implementation. So basically, this is how the degree is classified on the marker scheme. Okay, so you have, let's say, those who are taking primary shares diploma. Of course, it's not a degree, but for them, it's a diploma. So this is where you come to change or to make all those changes. Of course, you can add, when you add in degree classification, you'll be able to choose them from here, and you select those so that the system knows that if a student is taking primary, a Bachelor of Education in Primary Education, then that program is actually a degree program. It will run for 4 years. So this way you become more careful as an institution as you set up these classifications. Of course, they will differ institution per institution. So you can generate end comments on a particular session. Let's say, okay, we've been working with this one, so work with this one. We'll generate end comment. Okay, we'll give it some time to load. So this one, it just appends a comment to the results. Like if you want every student that will score a distinction, how should the system comment on that student? The one who scores from a certain angle, so from a certain grade to a certain grade, how should the system interpret that in terms of giving comments? Okay, so it says end comment generated. So it means the system has now added those comments to the respective results as per students, per students' results. That's to say. So instead of you having to write for each student, you write for this one who got a distinction, you give a comment. You give a pass with a merit, you give a comment. The system does that automatically for you, so that a guy who gets a distinction and another who gets a distinction, the comments are just the same. So this is a feature. That's the system. Of course, you have to generate it per a particular session. In this case, in this session, if you didn't, even you come to this session, you have to do the same as well. So as a SuperHOD, you have to be careful to go through these every early intake. Then grading implementation. The grading implementation here, it gives you how the grading is done. Of course, you can add this as well on the system. So a grading 1 may mean, I don't know how it may mean per institution. Other institutions may mean something different as well. So on your marking scheme, it's up to you as HODs to sit and decide how you are going to define the grading aspect. Then we have also what we call the grading scheme. Remember, degree degree classification and grading scheme are a bit two different things. Then when we say grading scheme, this is where you define the A's now, the A plus, the B plus, the B, all the way up to there. And you can, of course, edit from here and say, you know what, as an institution, we don't have this. I think we don't have this. I think we have another one called this. And you can as well add it as a new feature. So this is about the Super HOD. Then, of course, exam reports. You can generate exam reports for management, for the Senate being the Super HOD. So basically, this is how the Super HOD account is different from the normal HODs. For the normal HODs, it went only up to the 3 tabs, but for the Super HOD, they go all the way up to down there. So it's very, very important that the Super HOD also knows how to manage the account. The class list, this one just allows you to download all the students who are doing a particular course in a particular subject. So in this case, if I say School of Education, if I select Literacy and Language Education, it's going to download a file called Class Register. This file contains all the students who are taking this course called Literacy and Language Education. You use the class list for uploading the CA and for uploading the exam results onto the system. That's for another lecture in a video tutorial where I will explain on how that is actually done on the system. But basically here, the Super HOD will just get a class list. The student finance, of course, you want to see the financial standing of a particular student, financial history, and how they're standing with the institution. Then the profile, this is where you change information about yourself as Super HOD. So you can change your name, your login ID. You can put a name there, which is this one here. You can change your password. This is the name which is showing there. If I wanted, I could have changed and update and everything. So basically, for Super HOD, it's important that you understand these other features here, how you change the grading scheme for that institution. Otherwise, thanks for watching. This is your Cornea. Thanks.